We were on the lookout for every move that happened yesterday, and up until the point where I finally said, that's it, I can't do it anymore. Once we got to 200, I said, that's it, I'm done. And one of the final posts that we had was the news that Devin Lloyd, who we have as number 4 of the available free agents on the PFT Top 100 list, he agrees to terms with the Panthers, who plucked a couple of significant defensive players away from other teams yesterday. They started with Jalen Phillips, and they continued with Devin Lloyd, a guy who, and there are so many of these weird stories of, and they're great stories, but you don't expect them. Devin Lloyd, first-round pick. Jaguars don't pick up the fifth-year option. Boom, all of a sudden, second-team All-Pro.
Yeah.
Right? Perfect fit in the defense, but they didn't pay him.
No.
The Panthers were impressed, and the Panthers pay him, and it's a 3-year, $45 million deal. And, as linebackers go, I guess that's, interior linebacker, that's not horrible. I kind of, first day of free agency, I expected a little bit more, but the fact that it came so late in the day.
Yes, tells you
I think
something.
he was trying to,
You're right.
He's trying to get more, and eventually, this is your last shot to get a multi-year deal before it pivots to 1 year prove-it deal and do it again next season.
Yeah, I'm with you in the fact that I think that Devin Lloyd expected probably to get more on a yearly average basis. I do probably. I thought that might happen. I thought he might be a guy that kind of challenges the top of the market there, and that's probably why it did wait so long. But regardless of any of that, I think Carolina maybe had the 2 biggest splash signings, or in the conversation for 2 biggest splash signings on one side of the ball at the start free agency yesterday. Those are 2 monumental, change your defense and how they look when they walk on the field and everything they can do there. Yeah, Devin Lloyd wasn't perfect early on in his career, but we know things in Jacksonville, ding, 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 were not perfect. Everything was messed up. Oh, the first year he got with a real damn good head coach and a good defensive coordinator and Anthony Campanile, and all of a sudden his play got better? Whoa, I've never heard that story before. Lloyd's got all the tools. He does. He could be a little better in the run game, but he's athletic, he's long, he's awesome in the pass game. One of the best pass game linebackers in all of football. And then we know Carolina, front 7 difference makers, non-existent. Derek Brown's the only guy they got there. They got nobody that can pass rush or do anything like that. They got a Nick Scorton, who they drafted out of Texas A&M in the second round last year, who's a real good, strong, physical player. But they needed somebody that could get after the quarterback. And you couple Jalen Phillips now with getting after the quarterback, and Devin Lloyd, who's like a praying mantis in the middle of the defense there with his length and athletic ability. Yeah, it's dramatically going to improve that Carolina defense down there.
And it just shows that a team that got to the playoffs last year, gave the Rams more than we expected them to give them in the wild card round, they're not content. They got something building in the right direction, and they want to keep it going, and they're addressing their weaknesses, and they're spending the money necessary to do it. And there's all sorts of ways you can acquire players, and yesterday was the day that if you had the money, you have the cap space, and you're gonna pay. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.